We interrupt the song to bring breaking news on the development of the Duke and his sordid senators of Venice dealing with the impending war with the Turks over Cyprus and Ireland in the Mediterranean. During the middle of the conference, they were interrupted by an undisclosed messenger who revealed information that the Turkish fleet is actually headed to Rhodes, an island in between Greece and Cyprus. This information was quickly revealed as false, as Cyprus is more strategically important to the Turkish. The governor of Cyprus, Montano, is said to have sent a message from his location in Florence to confirm that his city is soon to be under siege by the Turks, with a fleet of 30 ships, and he is in dire need of help from Venice. Immediately during the conference, Brabantio entered with Othello, Cassio, Iago, Rodrigo, and a bevy of other officers. As the Duke was ordering the dispatch of Othello to fight the Ottomans, Brabantio interrupted, yelling, "He hasn't come out of matters of state, but rather because his daughter has been stolen." Brabantio wasted no time in getting to his point, that the man is actually the Duke's current hero, the Moor, Othello. The Duke asked Othello what he has to say for himself. Although Othello was quick in defending himself, saying his only offense is having married Brabantio's daughter, Brabantio piped up and insisted that his daughter is pure as the snow, so there is no way she could come to love the Moor except with his trickery. Othello defended himself in saying they can bring Brabantio's daughter, his new wife, to confirm the story right here and now, if they so wished. If proven wrong, Othello insisted that the senators may take away his title and order him to be killed. Othello sent Iago to fetch his wife while he told the story of his courtship. After a few moments, Iago entered with Desdemona, the lady in question. Brabantio said he'd like to hear from his daughter whether she was willingly part of the courtship. He asked her where she thinks her loyalty should lie. Desdemona responded by saying she loves her father, but just like her mother, and she must love her husband Othello more than her father. Brabantio is not pleased, but decided he'll give Desdemona over to Othello. The Duke got back to the situation in Cyprus. Though they've already got some men on the ground there, everyone would feel better if Othello went, as he's competent and knowledgeable about the area. The Duke said he apologizes, but Othello will have to spend his wedding night preparing for battle. Othello complied and said he'd be happy to go, but insisted that Desdemona should be taken care of, as with his wedding night interrupted, he wouldn't be able to take care of her. The Duke suggested that perhaps Desdemona should stay the night at her father's house, but everyone agreed that it was a bad idea. Instead, Desdemona suggested she'd like to go with her new husband. The Duke figured they can settle these domestic disputes on their own, whether Desdemona was to stay or to go. Othello needed to leave immediately. Othello agreed and left his trusted friend Iago to follow, bringing Desdemona and anything else Othello owned or needed. After Othello and Desdemona left, Iago remained with Rodrigo. Rodrigo announced he will drown himself out of lovesickness for Desdemona, and Iago chided for his foolishness. If he's going to be damned for some sin, like suicide, it wouldn't have been better to be damned for a more practical one, like making money. Iago instructed Rodrigo to cool his passion with his reason. Then he told him 9 times that he'd be better off focusing on making money than having true love. Iago promised that Desdemona's passion for Othello will eventually cool, that eventually Othello will soon surely find he had enough of Desdemona too. As Moors are known for their changing tastes, then Rodrigo would have a chance to win Desdemona for herself. Iago then figured he'd take Cassio out too. He made a plan to suggest to Othello that Cassio, who has the making of a ladies' man, was having an affair with Desdemona. Iago thinks the Moor is easily influenced, and his suspicion of Cassio will both ruin the great arithmetician's military career and Othello's marriage. We now bring you back to the One Republic Music Marathon.